OpenAI has rolled out GPT 4.5 to ChatGPT Plus users. So we'll show you exactly what makes 4.5 different, some examples of how it compares to its previous model, as well as we're going to compare him with Deepseek R1 and Grok 3. So let's get into it. As you can see, Sam Altman said GPT 4.5 rollout to Plus users has started. It will complete within the next few days. So I checked my account, went to ChatGPT here and checked out that I actually got the 4.5. But let's see what OpenAI says that it's better at its previous models. As you can see, what it's trying to do here is to get good at unsupervised learning. Models like GPT 3.5, 4, and 4.5 advance in this paradigm. And then we have scaling reasoning that, on the other hand, teaches models to think and produce a chain of thought before they respond. So this is like OpenAI 01 and OpenAI 03 Mini. So GPT 4.5 is an example of scaling unsupervised learning by scaling up compute and data along with architecture and optimization innovation. The result is a model that has a broader knowledge and a deep understanding of the world, leading to reduced hallucinations and more reliability across a wide range of topics. So you can see here that we have a output here asking what was the first language that some of the previous models might actually hallucinate. And here it actually gives there isn't actually a real first language questions. But the story is a little bit different, especially if you really like 03 Mini, which I've been testing a lot. You see the hallucination here is 80%, where lower is better. So it actually performed amazingly well on having less hallucinations on the answer, which is obviously extremely important. And the real change here being that it's more natural and has a warm, intuitive conversation that is more attuned to human collaboration. So it has a little bit better understanding of what humans mean and interprets subtle cues or implicit expectations with greater nuance. And this is called EQ instead of IQ, which I don't even know what's the difference, Mike. Do you know?
Good question. I wasn't prepared for questions like this. Not this time. IQ primarily measures cognitive abilities such as logical reasoning, problem solving, and analytical skills. EQ refers to your aptitude for understanding and managing emotions, emphasizing with others, and building effective interpersonal relationships.
Got you. Yeah, I guess it's quite important to make sure that they're emotionally intelligent as well. So here you see a couple of outputs that GPT 4.5 is way more concise, and where they are shooting for in the horizon here is that GPT 4.5 doesn't think before it responds. However, they believe that the reasoning will be a core capability of future models, and that the two approaches to scaling, pre-training and the reasoning, will complement each other. So that's where we're talking about getting the 01 as well as the 4.0 into each other will be the direction moving forward in the search of AGI, apparently. There's a bit on safety here as well. You probably heard all of this before, as well as how to use ChatGPT 4.0. You can also use it in the API. Obviously, it's just to go to ChatGPT. If you have a pro plan, you actually have access to it right now. So let's take a look at some examples. As you can see, they tested the... Did you ever have a killer side hustle idea but no clue how to get it online fast? Well, say hello to Durable. This AI-powered website builder is a total game changer for entrepreneurs like us. Here's how it works. I type in pet photography and boom, Durable's AI generates a sleek website with layouts, colors, and everything in 30 seconds flat. No coding or design skills needed. But here's the best part. I can customize everything. Swap this font, tweak this color, and add my own vibe, all with simple drag and drop tools. It also helps regenerate images, titles, and content text all with AI. Seriously, in the time it takes to finish a coffee, I've got a site ready to book clients. Durable's perfect for anyone with a side hustle to launch, small businesses, creatives, you name it. So want to kickstart your idea? Head to durable.co by clicking the link in the description and start building your site today. Thank you so much to Durable for sponsoring this section of the video. Now let's get back to it. So let's take a look at some examples. As you can see, they tested the vision model here and the identified location of the photo. The only available model that was able to do this was GPT 4.5, and Claude 3.7 actually guessed, but the other one said, we don't know. Apparently, another great thing with it is that it's better at doing dad jokes as well as stand-up comedy. I don't know. I'll be the judge of that and you be the judge. Tell us in the comments. Harry says, give me 10 dad jokes in the vein of the following. Today, my son asked, can I have a bookmark? And I burst into tears. 11 years old and he still doesn't know my name is Brian. Obviously, bookmark, name is Brian. And here, ChatGPT says, my daughter asked me, wow, right away, my daughter asked me, that's not great. Let's go to the second. My son said, I'm hungry. I replied, hi, hungry, I'm dad. He sighed, can you ever stop doing that? I said, no. That's how dad jokes work. You're telling me this is better?
Probably on the same level, to be honest. At least this one.
Definitely. My kid said, Dad, make me a sandwich. I replied, poof, you're a sandwich. Oh, I guess, yeah, that is dad-y. It's very dad jokey. Okay, let's do one more. My son said, I'll call you later. I said, don't call me later, call me dad. You know, it's
at
good
least,
at dad jokes, but
yeah.
Dad jokes being pretty bad, does that make up for it? I don't know.
At least he understood prompts like, very well. The examples he gave like so aligned with the original one that at least it did a good job at that.
Yeah, definitely. It's good at making bad jokes. Here's also another version where they're comparing GPT 4.5 versus Claude 3.7. So he's saying, I don't think GPT 4.5 is ready for the prime time, where you see this is the prompt that ChatGPT gave as an output, and this is the output that Claude 3.7 actually gave, which is quite a lot better in my opinion. But we actually want to test it with a couple of different prompts that we found based from this thread, Grok versus Claude 3.7. So he tested a bunch of examples here. Now I just want to see if it stacks up with ChatGPT 4.5 as well. And the test that we actually want to do is the creativity and writing ability test. So here, the prompt was write a sci-fi story, 300 words, and there's a little bit longer prompt here. On the left side, you have prompt. On the right side, you have Claude 3.7. And you can see here the output that it's writing on the left is Grok again. And you see here on the right as well, the format of it being completely different, whereas Claude 3.5 actually has different characters with them actually speaking. So let's jump into ChatGPT 4.5 here, copy and paste the exact same prompt and see what it comes out with. So let's read the first paragraph of all of them and you decide which one is best for you, right? So Kira gripped the quantum chronometer tightly, sweat pooling in her palms as she stepped onto the rain-soaked streets of 1983. She had one rule: observe, don't interfere. But as headlights sped towards a distracted child chasing a balloon, instinct overrode protocol. Watch out, she shouted, pulling him back as the car skidded past. Very nice opening of the story, like right into the action. I can almost visualize it in my head, which is actually really, really good. But let's check out Grok 3 here. The chronometer hummed as Elias stepped into 1885 London, tasked with observing the Industrial Revolution. His mission was simple: watch, don't touch. But when a street urchin snatched his pocket watch, his temporal anchor, he chased the boy through the fog-choked alleys in the scuffle. Whoa, all of these words are just unnecessary, right?
Yeah, he went a little bit over the top there, Claude.
Definitely igniting a crate of dynamite outside a nondescript warehouse. He could have been descriptive in that case. So yeah, definitely I feel ChatGPT 4.5 did better than Grok 3 in this exact scenario. Let's take a look at 3.7 from Claude here as well to see if it's a little bit better. The chronometer on Dr. Elias Mercer's wrist beeped softly as the quantum displacement settled. The year was 1922 Chicago, exactly where he intended to be. His mission was simple: observe the meeting between Albert Einstein and Arthur Compton, a pivotal moment in physics history. I actually quite like that introduction. It kind of aims at the problem, it aims at why they're there. So I quite like this one better than Grok 3. But what do you think about 3.7 versus 4.5, Mike?
They're very similar, I would say. I like that both 3.7 and ChatGPT just added like the character line. Like 4.5 said, "Oh, watch out!" she shouted. I think it's a little bit better than just having the block of text like Grok did. So I like both. I honestly can't decide.
Yeah, I liked Claude's way of introducing the problem and the mission, whereas I liked the GPT 4.5 way of literally getting into the action as fast as possible and saying like watch out and pulling him back and really getting into the story and conflict right away. So they seem both to be really good, and I would actually say it's better than 4.0, at least from my testing. It also seems like some people are using it for the best thing that it can be used for. You can see that Elvis here on X is working it with this workflow here, where he uses GPT 4.5 for brainstorming and planning, Claude 3.7 for building, Windsurf for all the agentic stuff. And you can see the video here if you want to keep going. Ethan Mollick, also a great follow on X, is saying GPT 4.5 with code interpreter is a real upgrade on data analysis with AI. And seeing how the data analysis tool inside of ChatGPT has gotten better and better and better over time for especially data analysts that want to create graphs like this, for example. It really has a good future. And you can see here, the tools available to the AI are the same as they have been for 18 months, but the smarter model is just better as a statistical reasoner and problem solver, as well as at coding. The difference turns out to be pretty significant in practice. So there you have it. GPT 4.5 is out now. Go and check it out inside of ChatGPT. If you have a Plus or Pro, drop it in the comments down below. What are you going to use this for? Thank you so much for watching. If you like more news-based and want to stay up to date on the AI developments, highly recommend checking out the second channel where we talk more about exactly this. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsors in the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.